Okay, everybody, and welcome back to part 23 of Draqon, Station of the Cursed King. And now that we're finally done at the Argonian hunting grounds, we are ready to head on back inside of the Argonia castle here, and we're gonna, well, basically pay a visit to the bazaar here. So yeah, get ready, we're gonna spend a lot of gold and craft some really nice items. But first, we have a cutscene.
Home at last! It feels like a lifetime since we left on our epic journey. What's this? The flags are up. Oh, the bazaar is on. It must have started while we were away. I'm going to do a little shopping before I go back to the castle. Dismissed.
And off he goes. And actually, if you come here, or well, if you enter the town at night, he will make a comment that, you know, we better go off to sleep before going to the bazaar tomorrow. I'll pay for the visit for you paupers, or something like that. It's kind of funny, actually. I think paupers is some British expression there for poor people, you know. So, at the bazaar here, as you can see, we have a lot of stands here with a lot of crazy good items. However, before I even visit those stands, I want to go over here. Because we have this little adorable girl here selling Yggdrasil leaves for 1,000 gold a pop. And yeah, we don't have any on us right now, because remember, I made that cured cheese, so yeah, by doing so I had to use my only Yggdrasil leaf, so. But don't worry, this gal will sell you however many Yggdrasil leaves you wanna buy. However, there is one catch, as she just said there. She will only let you carry, or well, she will only sell you one if you don't have any on you, rather. So, a good thing that you can do here at this point in the game, and apparently I have something. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's just take those items out. But yeah, here's what you can do. If you just pop the Yggdrasil leaf into the pot, and you mix it with a magic water, and remember you can buy these for 100 tokens at the Pick'em Casino, which equals 1,000 gold. So yeah, for 2,000 gold in total, if you mix these two, you will get the Yggdrasil Dew Potion, which will fully heal your entire team in a fight. So yeah, I'm gonna make a few of these. I'll probably only be making them, well, from now on, after I made the very first one here, I'm probably just gonna make them off screen, so we don't have to take up valuable video time, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that if you want to, you can just run around here in circles while the bazaar is here and craft unlimited ones. And actually, she will be here for forever now, even after the bazaar is over, so yeah, don't sweat it. There's a little girl selling Yggdrasil leaves in that tent over there. She won't tell you more than, or she won't sell you more than one, though. Yeah, what a bitch. Seriously. Okay. Next up, let's visit this shop, but first let's talk to this guy. Step right up, step right up. If you want something unique, this is the place. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Once it's sold, it's sold. Yeah, but this shop here at the bazaar doesn't sell anything particularly useful. He's mainly just here for cheese enthusiasts, if you will. But here's the deal. Remember, to make premium mold, you need both blue or, you know, waterweed and red mold. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy one of these, just in case I want to craft another power shield down the line. I think I will be happy with just the one, though, because I don't really think I want to make another premium mold and then another cure cheese, and, you know, then we're gonna make 2 power shields and it's gonna take a lot of time, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna be content with one. But just in case I need another one, now we have the option at the very least. Let's see here. The king's always out on the balcony, looking across town with some weird glasses. I wonder if he's lost something. Oh, she's right, indeed. He's up there. And yeah, he's actually looking out over there, where, well, Prince Charmblay just happens to be. And you know what? Here, let's start doing some shopping. Some serious shopping here. Yeah, you can buy gold rings here. They are actually quite nice, and you can make a bunch of good resistance rings. Like, for example, if you buy a gold ring and mix it with the Dream Blade, then you will get a rousing ring, which will give you snooze resistance. Which, you know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that. I might not craft away my Dream Blade right now, but sooner or later I'm gonna wanna do that. And here, I'm actually gonna go ahead and buy 4 Scholar Specs. Can you believe it? Yeah, that's really expensive, but I gotta do it. And yeah, I'm not gonna buy a Ruby of Protection. We already got one for free. But if you want more shimmering, well, basically the Ruby of Protection is used to make a armor called the Shimmering Dress. So yeah, and the Shimmering Dress is used to make even more powerful weaponry and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, now I'm getting ahead of myself here again. You can buy more Ruby Protections there if you need more. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. Let's move on here. Secondly, we're gonna buy 2 Zombie Spain. One of these Zombie Spain we're gonna upgrade for Tur. We're gonna make a really nice undead slaying sword for him. The Zombie Spain by itself has really nice attack, and it also has a built-in 30% increased damage against undead enemies. It doesn't say, but it's there. Like, if you read here, a holy sword created for slaying zombies and other undead monsters. So yeah, it is 30% extra damage on undeads, but after we have upgraded it, it will be 60% increased damage on undeads. So yeah, that's really nice. And the Zombie Spain, or the second Zombie Spain, we're gonna use to make a zombie mail by mixing it with a silver armor, the one we bought. Yeah, this one here. Once we have a platinum mail for Tur, we're gonna use this silver mail and make a zombie mail out of it. And then eventually that zombie mail will become a platinum mail for Angelo down the line. That's my plan. And here we have our second to final shop. We're gonna buy a heavy armor. This is gonna be built into the gigant armor for Yangus. And then we're gonna buy a magic shield, which is gonna become a power shield for Angelo. And here we need, let's see, I think I need 3 magic cats. Actually, no. We only need to buy 2, I now realize, because yeah, I had to sit there and think. I'll probably cut that out, but yeah, we'll actually get a magic cat for free here in a bit. So yeah, I will only buy 2. And yeah, now we have 15,000 gold left. But there is one more really expensive item that we're gonna purchase here. And it's actually up here. Let's have a talk with this guy. Hehe, didn't think I'd be able to shift that loot for so much. Who's saying crime doesn't pay, eh? Business is business, blah blah blah. Okay. Here is my shop. Okay. So, this guy, he sells prayer rings, and I believe that once the bazaar is gone, he is no longer around. So if you want prayer rings, I would suggest you buy them now. And in case I want either another mighty armlet in the future or another power ring, or like maybe I want to make a recovery ring in the future. Like all those 3 items, I'm gonna need a prayer ring for. So yeah, just so that I have some options, I'm gonna go ahead and make or buy a prayer ring here. And if there for whatever reason is, if this Let's Play catches on and more people watch it, maybe, and a lot of people want to see me go into post-game, well, then I will definitely use the prayer ring in order to craft a goddess ring down the line, which, is a really good post-game ring. But yeah, more on that later. So yeah, once again, getting ahead of myself here. Calm down, Nick. Calm down.
There you are, and you've arrived just in time. Without further ado, allow me to present my new Argon Heart, the biggest you ever saw. I mean, you've seen a real Argon Heart for yourselves. You can tell this is no fake. I suppose you're wondering where I acquired it. Well, as luck would have it, one of the peddlers was selling one.
Service is our motto. We got another if you got the money.
Another? One is quite enough. Anyway, you can keep the Argon Heart from the Royal Hunting Ground for yourselves. I'm going to take this one back to the castle. You'll stay quiet about this, of course. And once the bazaar moves on, I won't need to worry about that peddler telling anyone. It's a flawless plan. Well, this is farewell. I'm off to the castle. Drop by sometime if you'd like to see the adoration on my subjects' faces firsthand. Ta-ta!
Ta-ta! The peddler is still standing there.
Oh, What have you done?
Well. So now we have spent all our money here, and yeah, all we can really do now is start crafting and talk to people, and there is at least one funny dialogue here that I would like to showcase, which I just ran past. So let me just look over everything here real quick. Yeah, everything's looking good. I just gotta put this away. Yeah, that's what I was looking for there. And now let's just head on down here. You remember Lorenzo from Alexandria, right? I believe this here is his mother, and she's standing here haggling with this poor man here. Let's see what's happening, or what's up. I'm not happy at all. This is a bazaar. The whole idea of a bazaar is that you can bargain people down, sir. I'm sorry, madame, but I have a business to run. Bazaar or no bazaar, I can't afford to lower the prices any further. Don't you realize who I am? I am the Chancellor's wife, my boy. If you refuse to reduce the prices this instant, I'll have your stall shut down. What the heck? What a what a bitch. Seriously. And yeah, here we have her maid. I came here to do a bit of shopping with the mistress, but I'm so embarrassed. I wish the ground would swallow me up whole. I had no idea she liked to barter so much. She even tried to knock down the price on medicinal herbs, which are so cheap they're almost free anyway. I nearly died. Oh well. Let's see. The bazaar's always a winner. They have got loads of weapons and armor you can never get hold of anywhere else. Yeah, that's true. And what about you, boy? My boy. The man in the weapon shop said that you can make a really cool axe by getting the moon's blessing on a normal golden axe. Yeah, this is true, but even, yeah, I would suggest you don't do this recipe. It's a huge, mistake. I believe if you mix a golden nugget with an iron axe, you will get the golden axe. An iron axe plus gold nugget. If you mix an iron axe with a gold nugget, you will get the golden axe. And then if you mix the golden axe with a moon's mercy, you know, the healing items that we have, then you will get a moon axe or whatever it's called, and it's like the third or fourth best axe in the game, but like you're gonna need to use your gold nugget on that crap, so it's just not worth it. Seriously ain't. You know, I just wanna really stress that. Don't make that axe. Unless you just wanna see what it looks like. It's not worth it otherwise. The goddess has answered my prayers. I was in church every day, asking her to spare the prince from becoming a lizard dinner. Wow. Well, okay. Wow, I don't think I've ever read that. There's a huge fuss going back in the castle now that the prince is back. To be honest, I was starting to think he'd never come home. Oops, maybe you could just forget I said that. Oh, you. So, you know what, I'm just gonna head on up here. And let's actually see what these guys have to say. I can't cook at a time like this, I'm far too excited. We must all celebrate the safe return of the prince, okay? It was as a jar, no, a barrel. Wow, Prince Charmless brought back an organ heart that big. Yeah, it was really big actually, but not as big as a barrel. Maybe big as a football, or a soccer ball if you're from the US. It's true, I tell you, I saw it. That organ heart the prince had was as big as a salamango. Prince Charmley brought back an organ heart that big. A coward like him? No way! If you're going to lie, at least make it credible. It's true, I saw it for myself. It was even bigger than your helmet. This guy here, yeah, from the throne room. I'm not neglecting my work, oh no. I'm trying to figure out the size of the organ heart the prince brought back from the initiation. Okay. Well, then you're pretty much neglecting your work. You know, let's just head on in here. We have some cutscenes to go through.
Prince Charmles, please show us the argon heart you obtained.
Why, it's enormous!
Wow!
I've never seen such a big argon heart before.
It must be the biggest in the history of the initiation. He must have slain quite an Argon lizard to get a heart of that size.
Prince Charmles, present the Argon heart, symbol of your bravery and worthiness, to King Clavius.
No. Wait. Charmles, do you swear before the almighty goddess that you obtained this Argon heart from an Argon...
Of course, Father.
Because even if, for example, you were assisted by others in battle, I would still recognize your claim to the throne. But if you obtained it by any other means, I could not recognize your right to the throne. Is that perfectly clear?
Yes, of course. I fought the lizard with my own hands, and a frightful beast it was, too.
Very well. Then I congratulate you. I accept this Argon heart as proof of your true character.
Yeah, no doubt he's pissed. Or, you know, disappointed rather. So yeah, if you want to just progress, you gotta talk to King Clavius there. But I wanna head on up here and see what the gallery, the peanut gallery, has to say here. Ah, it's you. Ah, it's you. Thank you for all your hard work before. Go ahead and ask the king for your reward, and make sure you keep all of these hush-hush like we agreed, alright? I think it's something like that. It's the way he's talking there. If the Argon heart the prince brought back is that big, the lizard he defeated to get it must have been a giant. Well, indeed it was, but yeah. Well, we did defeat a giant lizard, but that heart was still considerably smaller. Just whatever. Whoa, that's huge. I can't believe Prince Charmley managed to get hold of something so big. Oh, it's you two. So what do you think? I assume you saw my moment of glory. What a feeling. Watching everyone who used to disparage me having... who used to disparage me having to eat their words is most refreshing. Ha ha ha. Okay, well, what does my team have to say about this debacle? Aside from King Clavius, everyone seemed perfectly satisfied by that Argon heart. They really think the prince won it himself. Sometimes you don't have no choice but to tell the odd white liar too. We'd better just keep stum. Keep stum, okay, till we got the magic mirror, yes indeed, for our own sake. Don't you think King Clavius was behaving a little strangely at the ceremony? Maybe he knows something. I could just be imagining things, but I can't help feeling that he found out about our little lie here, somehow. Indeed he did. I don't know who it was, but someone said that the Argon heart Prince Charmley brought back is the biggest one ever. That's probably why the king is a little bit down in the dumps. I doubt he's happy to be trumped by some son like that. Yeah, that must be, well, what it is. Oh yes, oh you, peanut gallery.
I saw my son take an Argon heart from one of the merchants. Did you even take him to the royal hunting ground? I saw everything from up here. You must tell me the truth. Out with it. I see. So this is the Argon heart he obtained with your help. Why didn't he simply show it to me? I would not have cared about the size. I fear this means Charmles is far too immature to take the throne, or a wife. However, that is a matter between Charmles and myself. You did a fine job in taking him to the royal hunting ground. The magic mirror is in the royal vault on the 4th floor. You are free to take it whenever you wish. I have already instructed the guards to admit you. And I will take this Argon heart. It might prove useful when I need to remind Charmels of his foolhardiness.
Remember that for later, viewers. Yeah, actually, that Argon Heart is gonna come in play much later on in the game. I know this isn't our fault, but I can't help feeling bad. Still, there's no use crying over spilt milk. Let's get the magic mirror and find old Magus. Indeed. I almost choked when he said to tell him the truth. Yeah, I was sure he'd refuse to give us the magic mirror if he found out what had really happened. Well, Charmless is Clavius' problem now. We got bigger fish to fry. Indeed, Jessica. King Clavius had a very troubled look on his face when he saw the Argon Heart before. I could hardly stand to look him in the eyes, yeah. That was a very, or rather awkward moment there. But now then, that we have done all this, we can finally head on up here and claim our just reward. And yeah, the treasure room is right up here, on the east wing on the 4th floor, as he said, and we have a scholar standing here. When the old wizard was here, he did a lot of research into the treasures housed in the royal vault. But then his eyes went, so he left the castle and went to live deep in the forest to the west of here. He's become a bit of a hermit, really. Yeah, we're probably gonna head on out there in this very episode, assuming I have time after all the crafting, but yeah, we should be good on time. Anyways, in here, we'll find some really important items. First of all, a battle fork, which is not a really good spear on its own, but yeah, I'll get to that in a bit here. Yeah, here we get our second, or our magical hat, or third one, I should say, rather. And in here, a devil's tail. And you know exactly what I'm gonna do with that, right? We're gonna start working on Angelo's super important sword here. And the 4th treasure here, which is a mini medal, I believe. Yeah. And here we have the magic mirror. It's easy to miss. So, let's see. Let me see here. Yeah, the battle fork, like at this point in the game, you can either use the devil's tail to make a total of 3 different items. You can make either a armor for Yangus, but I don't exactly remember what that recipe is, but it's called a dark robe, so you can go and look that up for yourself on Google. And you can also make it with the battle fork, like a battle fork and a devil's tail and a poison needle, I believe. If you mix those 3 items in the alchemy pot, you'll get a demon spear, which is the 3rd best spear in the game, and I think it has like 81 attack, something like that, like some really high stats, like the Dreamblade, for example, only has 43 attack. So yeah, that spear is crazy good. Once again, the 3rd best in the game. But what I'm gonna do with the Devil's Tail is I'm gonna mix it with Angelo's Holy Silver Rapier and a Wing of Bat, and then that in turn will become a Fallen Angel Rapier. And then once we have the Fallen Angel Rapier, we're gonna mix that with the 2 Mercury Bandanas, which we made a long ass time ago. And yeah, Angelo is gonna have a sword which have like 78 attack, I'm gonna say, and it also boosts his agility by plus 20. So even if you use Angelo as a spellcaster, like the plus 20 agility is really big, actually. Really, really big. And in my opinion, it is his best sword in the entire game. You know, if you just want to stand around and heal with him in boss fights, because yeah, he's really quick to start each turn.
A magic mirror, if I'm not mistaken. May I have a look?
Of course.
That's odd. I don't sense any magic at all. Bereft of its magic power, it's no different from a normal, everyday mirror. Could someone have snuck in and tampered with the mirror while it slumbered in the royal vault? No, surely not. Nevertheless, even without its magic, the mirror remains a priceless royal treasure. What's that? The magical power of the mirror is central to your errand, you say? I see. Let me think. In which case, you should be able to recharge the mirror, so to speak, by exposing it to the right kind of magic. That would restore its former power. The man who taught me was a wizard and an expert in magical treasures. I'm sure he would know how to re-energize the mirror. Unfortunately, he is retired. Now he spends his days in seclusion in his home deep in the western forest.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna have to head next. Oh, whoops, why am I going back in there? But yeah, that's where we're gonna need to head next here in this episode, and then by the time we hit episode 24, then we should be ready to head on into Dolmagus' dungeon, the Dark Ruins, which once again is one of the hardest, or well, harder dungeons in the entire game actually, like monster and boss-wise, if you speak, yeah. Monster and boss-wise, it's one of the hardest dungeons. There you go. But for now, before we even head out, we have so many items to craft. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to take this bit by bit. First of all, I'm gonna need to run around in circles until the Yggdrasil Dew is done. And, don't these two look familiar? Oh, it's you! Didn't we meet before at the Dark Ruins? We came here to see if King Claudius would lend us one of his royal treasures, but we're not having any luck. I never imagined we wouldn't be able to make it past the door even, huh? And then we have this guy too. Do you enjoy getting in the way or something? Don't waste my time, let me see the king. No way, go home. King Claudius wouldn't never deign to speak to that golden lowlife's lackeys. Yeah, so they came here and they left the third guy all the way back there with no boat. Or in the Dark Ruins. That can't be a very sound idea. Like, what's he gonna do if Dolmagus walks out? This is gonna get creamed. Absolutely creamed, like shafted. There is no way he survives. Unless he hides, I guess, but... yeah, so, you know the drill. I'm just gonna run around in circles here now for the next 40 minutes or however long this is gonna take. Of course, it's just gonna take like 5 minutes for you guys, but for me, this is gonna be an eternity. Yeah, even if... and yeah, by the way, I do actually do this, just once again for clarification, I am not running around like this, but even so, this is gonna take a long as well. I never use the 2x speedo on camera because, yeah, I don't... yeah, that's not very entertaining to see, and yeah, you know, I'm just gonna cut this out. I'll see you whenever the item is finished, or when my dew is finished, just whenever. And here we go. By mixing the Yggdrasil Dew we bought here with a magic potion or magic water, which you can buy in Pick'em, you will get the Yggdrasil Dew, which is a very strong healing item. The best in the game, actually. And here's another tip. If you mix this with a magic water, once again, you will get an elfin elixir. Like a magic water plus an Yggdrasil Dew will give you this here, an elfin elixir, which will restore the MP of a single ally. So yeah, once again, it basically costs 4,000 gold essentially to get the elfin elixir, or 3,000 depending on how you look at it. But yeah, you can do that if you want, but I'm more inclined to make the Yggdrasil Dews. Okay, well, let me just take up. I have written some notes here on what to craft. So I believe the first thing we're gonna craft here is gonna be the Gigant Armor for Yangus. So we're gonna need to put the heavy armor that we just bought into the alchemy pot, and with that we're gonna need to mix one of our bandit axes. We actually got this one from Dodgy Dave, as you might recall, and by mixing these two we will then get the bandit mail, and then the bandit mail will be made into the Gigant Armor with 2 mighty armlets. Oh, I forgot an item. Oh crap, I forgot an item. Whoops, you know what? I actually need to go back to Fairbury and grab me a bandit's grass skirt. So you know what? My bad. I guess we'll start working on the power shield then, I figure. So, my bad, we're gonna pop in the magic shield and one of our strength rings, which we made by mixing prayer rings and seeds of strength. There you go, and then the cured cheese, which we have over here. Yeah, the cured cheese, basically you need to make premium mold by mixing a red mold and a waterweed mold with a Yggdrasil leaf. Then that will become a premium mold. Then you mix the premium mold with milk and a bottle of Amor Secco essence, and then that will turn into the cured cheese. So yeah, it's many steps to make this shield. Like, first of all, you need to craft strength rings, then you need to craft the shield. I mean the Jeez, yeah, it's a real hullabaloo. So yeah, whilst I run around in circles here, I'm actually gonna go ahead and zoom on to Fairbury and buy a bandit's grass skirt to prepare for the armor there for Yangs. So yeah, I'll see you whenever the item is ready. Alright, boys and girls, now, finally, the power shield has been finished. And yeah, we'll take a look at all the items once I have crafted it all, so that we get used to have a big item bonanza at the end here. Next up, the bandit grass skirt is gonna be mixed here with the heavy armor, and then the bandit axe, and this will in turn create the bandit mail. Now, if you for some reason don't have the 2 mighty armlets for the gigant armor, well, you can still just be happy with the bandit mail here. Like, it's more than good enough. Like, it has really high defense. It won't sport you any magic resistances, which the heavy armor will. The heavy armor had like 20 magic resistances to both fire and ice spells, whereas the bandit mail has none, but it has like defense in the 70s, so it's really high physical defense, so it's still a really, really good armor. And yeah, so it's still worth crafting, if you ask me. So yeah, I'm just gonna run around here in circles now. Alright, for the moment of truth. Here we go. The suit of bandit mail has been finished. So yeah, before we craft it away, let's have a quick look at it. Oh my god, it actually has 80 defense. So, you know, all the more reason to craft it. It's really simple to craft after all. A sturdy armor made from an exotic metal. So yeah, really solid piece of gear. But we can make it even better if we mix in 2 mighty armlets here. And there you go. So, I'll see you once it's ready. For mixing the bandit mail there with the 2 mighty armlets, we now get the gigant armor, which is, once again, one of the best armors in the game for Yangus. Obviously, the metal king armor is better if you have played this game before, or a suit of metal armor, but yeah. And you can't craft this into anything else, but yeah, let's just have a look at it. Special armor that reduces damage from fire and ice based spells by 30 points, and it has a massive defense of 95. So well worth the 2 mighty armlets, if you ask me. Because, you know, even if you don't want to craft 2 new, you can still just equip titan belts. But, yeah, titan belts are a little bit lame, I gotta be honest. Do we have... By the way, wait, let me just check here real quick. I'll probably cut this out. Next up, we're gonna start crafting scholar caps, and we saw the recipe for this earlier on in the game, so yeah, what you're gonna need to do is craft, or yeah, put the magical hat, which we bought here at the bazaar, together with scholar specs into the alchemy pot, and this in turn will craft the scholar cap, and we're gonna need to craft 4 of these, so yeah, I'm gonna run around in circles until this is done. But the scholar caps are really nice items. They give decent defense, but more importantly, they also boost your wisdom by 10 points. So yeah, it's really nice, and both Yangs and Angelo, I mean both Jessica and Angelo can equip them. So yeah, really, really important that you get those two, or get those 2 people those scholar caps, and they are really easy to make too. Like, even if you come here and you're poor, I would definitely say, like, if you don't want to make the gigant armor and all of this other crap that I'm gonna make, which is really expensive, the scholar caps should definitely be within any player's price range here. Like, the scholar caps are really nice, and down the line we're gonna upgrade the scholar caps into better pieces of headgear, and we're even gonna make this Sage's robe with one of the scholar caps for Angelo. But yeah, I'll show you all of that. We're gonna make this Sage's robe here in a bit, but yeah, first we're gonna need to craft 4 scholar caps here. So yeah, I'll see you once it's done. Alright, that's the 4th scholar cap, dude. Oi, 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 oi. This is... Yeah, I gotta say, crafting this many items is at once is not fun. I'm just gonna put that out there. But yeah, now that we have made 4 scholar caps, let's have a look at them here. They have 33 defense, as opposed to like the 20 defense of the Hermitat or 20 defense of the Bronze Helmet. So yeah, really nice defense upgrade. And once again, they increase the wearer's wisdom by 10. However, we're gonna use one of these 4 to craft the Sage's robe. So yeah, I went ahead and took the magic vestment off of Angelo, because you need to mix a scholar cap with the magic vestment in order to make the Sage's robe, which is a really, really strong suit of armor for Yangus, or, you know, a solid suit of garment for him, rather. It has like 55 defense and protects him from magical spells by 25 points. So yeah, it's much more... Well, it gives much more defense than the magic vestment, but not as much magic resistances. But 25 points is more than enough, in my opinion. So yeah, I just want him to have higher physical defense. And remember, we're gonna need the Sage's Robe down the line for the last item at the Dodgy Day quest. You know, we need it in order to make the, we need it in order to make a garment for Dodgy Day. I don't remember what it's called now, but yeah, the Nook Grass garment. Just whatever. So yeah, I'll see you once the item is done. Alright, and here we go. The Sage's Robe has been finished. So, let's have a quick glean at it. Defense of 55, a magical robe that reduces damage from spells by 25 points. Yeah, such a good piece of armor. Next up, I think it's time that we start working on the sword for our hero here. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab one of the Zombie's Bane and mix it with the Holy Talisman. Yeah, you remember this? We got this a long-ass time ago, and yeah, it's finally time that we put it to use here. Okay, yeah, excuse me for the weird cut there, but yeah, it's finally time we put the talisman that we made way back in Baccarat to good use here. Yeah, if you remember, you need a tough guy tattoo and a bottle of holy water, and you also need a golden rosary, which you can buy at Neos for 500 gold. If you mix all those 3 items, you will get the Holy Talisman there, in case you're interested in making this sword I'm about to make. And yeah, if you don't have a tough guy tattoo for whatever reason, you can either find one on the backside of the Seaview Church in Baccarat, or you can buy one here at the market or at the bazaar for 2400 gold. So yeah, that is how you get this blade. So, back to running circles. And for the moment of truth, let's see what we have cooked. A zombie slayer. So yeah, from a zombie Bane to a zombie slayer. Not bad. So yeah, let's have a look. 65 attack now, that's pretty damn good. Much better than the Dream Blade. Plus 22 attack, as a matter of fact. And it now also has a 60% increased damage to undead type monsters. And the place we're going to, up there in the northwest, you know, in the ruins there, like 60 or 70% of the enemies in there are zombies. So yeah, this is a really good blade to carry on in there. You can very easily one-hit KO most monsters with it. So yeah, it's a really good weapon, even better than to wield boomerangs in there, I would say. So yeah. Now then, that's the best sword available for the hero as far as I know at this point in the game. Maybe you can get a better sword if you're really crafty, but yeah, I'm not, so. Next up, we're now gonna focus on upgrading Angelo's sword, and I forgot to unequip it, so hold on a second. Okay, so I'm back here now. Let's mix the Holy Silver Rapier with the Devil's Tail and a Wing of Bat. Wing of Bat, or Wings of Bat, you can just find from most flying type enemies out there in the world, and the Devil's Tail, well, you'll get your first one here in the Castle of Trodain, in the Castle of Argonia, once you have done the Argonian training, or hunting grounds rather, yeah, inside of the treasury there. Yeah, just watch back this episode if you, for whatever reason, missed it. It's up on the 4th floor, on the east wing of the castle. And yeah, sure, you can get Devil's Tail earlier on in the game, but you will have to grind Tap Devils, well, at Princess Minnie's Mini Medal Castle Island. I've only done that before, once, and yeah, the Tap Devils only have a 0.39% chance of dropping them, so you're probably gonna sit there for a couple of hours before you even loot one, so yeah. Oh well. Back to running around in circles. Okay, so there you go, we got the Fallen Angel Rapier. A really good sword on its own, however, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade it. But let's have a look at it. 61 attack, not bad. A magical rapier that confuses the target it strikes. That is pretty nice, but yeah, I'm not too interested in being able to confuse my enemies with it. I'm interested in moving at lightning speed with it. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab our Mercury's bandana, which we crafted way back in Pickham Town. And the way you get these is by mixing an agility ring with a regular bandana in the crafting pot, and yeah, then you will get a Mercury's bandana. So, yeah. So, yeah, this is actually gonna be the last item now, and then we're done here. I can't believe we're done. I'm probably gonna do some more crafting off screen. I'm gonna make 2 or 3 more Yggdrasil dews before we continue on our adventures, yeah, because I'm gonna want to have a few more of those. There's actually gonna be a really tough upcoming boss after Dolmegus, actually, that I'm gonna want to have those for. It's actually an optional boss, so that's why it's gonna be so gosh darn tough. But yeah, I'll show you all about that later. Alright, so finally it's been completed. The Mercury's Rapier. In my opinion, the best sword in the game for Angelo. Not damage-wise, of course, but yeah, stat-wise, the plus agility is so incredibly nice, and it is sporting some really nice damage though, like 78 attack ain't bad. But yeah, the plus 20 agility that it just boosts you with is incredibly nice. So, let's see here. A strange rapier that allows its user to move with unnatural agility. Indeed, that is correct. And yeah, before we check out all items, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the... Well, yeah, I bought another Yggdrasil leaf, and I'm gonna mix that with some magic water here. Whoops. There you go. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out all our new equips here. And then we're gonna continue on the episode. Yeah. We should only be up to about 45-50 minutes, or 45 minutes or so, I'm not really sure. I haven't been managing my timer very prim and proper here, so I have no idea where I'm at in the video actually. But yeah, either way, we're gonna check out the gear here now, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and then we're gonna continue out there to the west where the old man lives and see if he can do anything about our depowered magic mirror there. So yeah. And so let's see. First off, we have the Sage's Robe here, and we're gonna give that to Angelo, and yeah, it's gonna be really nice to have. Comparison to a Magic Vestment, which sadly Jessica has to be happy with. It's a really nice piece of gear. Like, if we unequip this and compare it, yeah, see, 16 defense dip, that is quite a big, that is a pretty big chunk of defense, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, even though this gives 2/3 spell damage reduction, I'd still prefer the Sage's Robe. And in case I didn't say so, only Angelo can equip this. Jessica, unfortunately, may not. Now then, let's put the Zombie Slayer to good use. From 141 to 163, that's a really big damage upgrade. And you know what, I decided to just go ahead and craft away the Dream Blade with the gold ring to a rousing ring, so I'll do that later on in this episode, whilst we run out there to the forest in the west, so yeah, I'll keep that on camera. Next up we have the Scholar Cap here, and you might say, well, Nick, why the heck did you make 3 of those? Isn't that just wasteful? Well, no, because I'm planning for the future. In the far future, like a couple of, well, 5-6 hours later in the game, we're actually gonna craft 2 of these, or, yeah, we're gonna craft thinking caps out of these Scholar Caps. Yeah, go figure, a Scholar Cap to a thinking cap. And those thinking caps can then be crafted into a golden tiara for Jessica, so we're gonna need, you know, I'm gonna want to make... Here's what I'm trying to say. The Golden Tiara basically reduces sleep spells, it reduces wag spells, you know, instant death kill spells, and it also makes her less likely to be confused, I believe. So it's a resistance type helmet. And the Thinking Cap is gonna be a helmet which increases wisdom by 15. So I'm gonna want to have the Golden Tiara for her, for bosses, and then the Thinking Cap, which boosts her wisdom, I'm gonna use on her whilst we're dealing with regular enemies. So yeah, that's why I'm making a 3rd Scholar helmet there, so we can make her both the Golden Tiara later down the road, and also have her get a Thinking Cap, so yeah. So, yeah, for now she's gonna have this on, the Scholar Specs here, which gives plus 15, and this gives plus 10. So that's pretty damn nice. But yeah, we're still gonna keep rocking with the whips here, and here we should go ahead and give her a Titan's belt, just in case she needs it for, well, once again, for bosses. And yeah, we're also gonna give a Titan's belt to Tude, and he's gonna have to equip that. Actually, no, that's not what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna equip this for the time being, and then when we run to the forest in the west, we're also gonna make another mighty armlet for Tude there. And here we go, the Mercury Rapier, 178 attack. Yeah. So right now Angelo has the highest attack out of all our guys here. The hero is up to 163, Yangs is down at 123, but remember he's got the unarmed. So yeah, he's unarmed, so that's why. Jessica is at 120, which is sad, and yeah, he's at 178. He is quite solid right now. And yeah, he's also at 122 agility with the agility ring on, so yeah. I mean, he's way faster than everyone else, even faster than the hero. So, yeah, he's doing quite well for himself, that Angelo. And yeah, we still need to make use of our cheeses. You know, I really need to use them up so I get some freaking inventory space. This is quite annoying. Huga. So yeah, once I continue this episode in a bit, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and craft a Dreamblade plus a gold ring. And oh crap, we still have more loot here to show off. Dude. But yeah, we're gonna craft these two, and let me just do this too. Okay, there you go. So yeah, once we continue the episode, we're gonna mix a mighty armlet with these two components, and we're gonna make a rousing ring with the Dreamblade here and the gold ring, which the rousing ring is gonna be nice for future upcoming late game bosses. Yeah, a lot of bosses towards the end of the game likes to put you to sleep, so yeah, it's nice to have one of these rings on ya. But let's see here. Now then, for Yangus, we have the giant armor. So his tiny fur puncher there is just dwarfed in comparison. Like, it both doesn't give as much defense, like way less even, and even the magic resistances goes up. Like, this here only gives resistances to breath attacks by 20 points, whereas this, I believe, give 30 resistances to all type of spell attacks. I might be wrong on that though, but yeah, it's a really nice armor. Once again, one of the best in the entire game for Yangus. The second best, I would probably say, but yeah. So, let's see. Now we only have the power shield left here, and it doesn't say here, but if you read the description, a shield that restores some of the user's HP when used as an item in battle. Yeah, that's all well and good, but it also sports 10 magic resistances to both fire and ice spells, I believe. So, yeah, it's a really good shield, and when you use it as an item in battle, you will basically just cast the mid-heal shield. You will cast the mid-heal spell on yourself and heal for around 90 HP. So if you use Angelo and you cast the bounce spell on him, then he can use that shield to still heal himself, which is really nice. And that way we can deflect some spells back at Dolmagister. So yeah, I've never had the power shield at this point. I've always crafted it after defeating Dolmagus, but yeah, this is the first time where I'm crafting it before. Typically, at this point, after I have made the Gigant armor for Yangus, I like to use all my strength rings to make a mighty armlet for Tude and one for Jessica, but yeah, this time I decided to go down one mighty armlet and instead go up the power shield earlier. But yeah, we'll get another strength ring later on after Dolmagus, and we can make that into a mighty armlet, I figure. So yeah, it will all balance out. Just got the shield a little bit earlier here. And are we done now? Are we done yet? I think we're all done now. Holy crap. You know what, let me just check so I had the power shield right before we turn this off here. Okay, yeah, it says here in my guide, it reduces fire and ice damage by 10 points. So yeah, the power shield does give him some resistances too. So yeah, he's gonna be very tanky now here in the fight against Dolmagus. Everyone is gonna be, except for Jessica, she's still gonna die really easily. She sadly can't get very many upgrades here. But, oh well, we're gonna go in like this, and as I said before, we'll find a dragon scale inside of the Dark Ruins, so at that point we're gonna be able to craft the Dragon Shield for Tur, so he'll receive a nice shield upgrade there before Dual Magus, and then we're also gonna make a Platinum armor for him before we head into the boss there out of the zombie mail, because we'll find a Urn of Saints Ashes in there, so yeah. Oh, now, I finally think I have earned myself a little break here. Yeah, I've been speaking for like non-stop now, so yeah. In a bit, I'll come back, I will take a break, I'll have myself some water, rest up, and then we're continuing on to see if we can do something about powering up the mirror shield there. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I'm back here now with the continuation of episode 23. I had myself a nice glass of water and I stepped away from the computer, so now I am refreshed here. And in doing so I realized we need to make another craft here, or another recipe, or show one off rather. So yeah, we're gonna need to buy another silver mail. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell some of this crap, you know. Gotta pawn some of this stuff. Yeah, I wonder if somebody recognizes where I am, or which game I am referencing with that. I got to pawn some of this stuff. And yeah, anyways, we're gonna sell the Battle Fork 2. And yes, I want to get rid of it. I'm not gonna make the Demon Spear, so it's all cool. Here, yeah, silver mail. And we're just gonna put it in the bag. And yeah, the thing is, as you know, we're gonna mix the zombie slayer, or well, here, let me just show you. We're gonna mix the zombie Spain with a silver mail eventually and make a zombie armor, right? And we also have one more recipe that we can do with silver mails, which I'm gonna show off now. And I talked about this like 5-6 episodes ago. And oh my goodness. Alright, I accidentally cut out there, so yeah, just cut it back here. And yeah, we're just gonna have to give up on this recipe because I want to show off another one. So yeah, if we mix a silver mail with a dancer's costume, you will make a dancer's mail for Angelo, which is a really cool piece of armor which increases his chances of dodging physical attacks. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this one too, and even if I don't end up using it, we can still sell it for more gold than we wasted on the silver mail, so I'm fine either way. And then of course, as I said, like a few minutes ago there, we're also gonna go ahead and craft another Mighty Armlet in this episode, and we're gonna make a Rousing Ring with the Gold Ring and the Dream Blade, and we're also gonna go ahead and... well, was there anything else? No, I cycled through my inventory and there doesn't seem to be anything else to craft, so yeah. Yeah, we're gonna make a Mighty Armlet, a Rousing Ring, and of course we're also gonna make the Dancer's Mail, which we're working on right now. But, before ending off this episode, we need to do some plot progression here. So yeah, now it's time we call on Balmram first of all, and then we're gonna run all the way to the west of Argonia. So yeah, there are only 3 more items left for us to loot here in this region. Actually, there is 4, but you know, as far as I'm concerned, there is only 3 left. So yeah, then we have looted all the chests that are to get here. Then the 4th one, the Seed of Wisdom, we'll get once we leave for the next region of the game. So yeah, we'll do that one last. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna handle things. And you know what? I should probably show off the next fight, because yeah, our characters are getting quite a bit stronger now. So yeah, we should probably go ahead and show off how strong the hero is right now, and Angelo for that matter too. And see over there? We have the peddler's tent all the way over there. What the heck? Brings back memories. And, okay, well, let's just go ahead and do this now then. I'm just gonna go ahead and show off the Falcon Slash on the Bodkin Fletcher because he's squishy. Yeah, look at that. Angelo, 90 damage. And yeah, of course, Angelo hasn't gotten any stronger. He's just gotten tankier, you know. Jessica's probably gotten a little bit stronger, you know. She has the new whip and she has more wisdom than before. Oh, yeah, now I remember something. I was supposed to point this out to you. In between episodes there, as I said, I have brewed some more Yggdrasil dews. So, yeah, we now have 3 more here in the bag, which I'm gonna save for later. I just got one on the hero here, in case of an emergency. And on top of that, I have also made sure to give all my characters medicine here. So yeah, as you can see, Jagex has got 3 Moon's Mercies for the upcoming fight with Dolmegus and some regular medicine down here. And he's also got the Elfin Elixir. And Jessica, she's carrying 4 Moon's Mercies and a Lesser Panacea, which she can use to heal somebody up to full if she needs to. And I also went ahead and gave her the Ruby of Protection, because against the Dolmegus fight, she's gonna need as much defense as she can get. So yeah, I'll equip it on her once we're there. And Angelo here, yeah, he's also got 4 Moon's Mercies, and he's still got the Ring of Clarity, which will also boost his defense once we're at Dolmegus. So yeah. Now, which way am I going? Okay, this way. Yeah, if you talk at the peoples here, or at the peoples, if you talk to the people here by the peddler's tent, and I believe I showed this off earlier, but they will talk how there is some old geezer living to the west of here. So yeah, if you then open your map, you can clearly see there is a trodden path, or a, you know, a weak path, a shoddy path here. So yeah, that guy had some story there with the old man. About him being blind, and he was worried that the old man would get short-changed from other peddlers, something like that. And oh boy, you know what? Let's show off another fight. Why not? Bam! I would like to see the Twin Dragon Lash by Jessica. You know what? I'll take control of her in the next fight, just so that we can see it. See, here's the thing with the hero, like the Falcon Slash, for example, yeah, it hits twice, but both hits only hits at 75% damage. And the thing that makes Whip so good on single target attacking is that the Twin Dragon Lash, instead of cutting damage by 25%, you strike twice with 50% increased damage. So yeah, that is why I like Whip so much. So once you get to the end game, you know, and you have a lot of good gear on her, she's gonna start whipping like a mother effer, you know, and she's gonna start hurting. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to showing that off. Okay, you know what here? Let's do this. Follow my orders, Jessica. And yes, do that. Twin Dragon Lash. Let's see. Well, okay. Hopefully she acts before Jagex. Doesn't seem like it yet. Whenever there is a little bit of lag like that, that pretty much just means that the computer is launching an ability. But yeah, look at that. Look at the damage. 54, 56. Yeah, she hits way harder than the hero, even though she technically has way less attack. So, yeah, that's what's so strong about her. And let me see here. Let me check my notes real quick. Okay, so yeah, we have a few more items up ahead to grab here. And also, let's see, we have this sign here. No entry beyond this point. Well, they say that and I still write on here. But, yeah, there's gonna be a chest directly south of the house, pretty much up here, containing some gold, which I'm really gonna need, because, yeah, I'm strapping for it right now, and we're gonna cut this out. There we go. And, let's see, just further up ahead here, we should soon see the house. There it is. Inside of there you will actually find a Seed of Skill, which, once again, I'm gonna give to the hero, because, yeah, I want him to have plus 25 attack before we go to dual mages with swords. That would be hella nice. And here we go. Here's the chest, and yeah, down there is where we found the prayer ring before. But yeah, there we go. 1500 gold, and that's the last chest out on the overworld here, with the exception of the wisdom seed. So, let's just move on inside of the house here now then. And whee! No, what? Oh, I want to launch my tiger. Whee! There you go. Through the window. So, let's check out here. Check out his crib. Huh. Well, that is creepy, I gotta say. People say I'm the most contrary slime around these parts. Did you come here to see the old man who lives with us? Yeah, actually I did. Haha, well, he's not here, and I'm not telling you where he is neither. See? Pretty contrary. Contrary, wouldn't you say? Well, sure. And this guy, yeah, I remember this. Me stupid, so I know what to say. I wouldn't bother talking to him if I were you. He can't speak human, so he always says the same thing. Huh. If you say so. And I believe inside of here... Yeah, I'm sure we have some alchemy recipe here in the bookcases, but I'm gonna ignore them for now. And yeah, I think Seal of Skill, it probably has to be up here in his bedroom, in the master bedroom. And yeah, we have a Draqon there too. I'm gonna talk to him in a bit. And according to my notes, there's gonna be a unique monster outside of here to the north, so I would like to go and check that out too. Although, yeah, we'll see. I might not be able to get him right now. But let's see here now. Let us see. Let us use the Seed of Skill on Tur. And I'm just... What the heck? I'm just gonna pump it all into swords. And there we go. He becomes Star of the Sword, so plus 15 attack. Yeah, it says plus 25, but, you know, he was at plus 10 before, so really, yeah, it was plus 15. Yeah, I've tried to explain that before. The old man who used to work at the castle key. Okay, he was really important key. Is that his morning robe? Or is that a wizard robe? Wascally wizard. Well, let's just move on out then. He does not seem to be home, much like the slime said. But where could he be? Yeah, he's actually up ahead down the road, so we're just gonna call on our trusty steed. And, yeah. Down this road, there is actually a pond which will cure curses. We read about this pond way back in Pickham, I believe, in a bookcase. So yeah, north of here, there should be a unique monster. Let's see. Let us see. He's called Slurpee. I don't think I've ever caught him before. So yeah, I would really like to find him. Yeah, there he is. Oh, never mind. I've seen this guy before. Yeah. The all-day sucker. Yeah, I remember this. I think I remember this. If you catch 3 different Dracons and combine them together, they will form a unique... well, they will basically come together and form a big Drake, if I remember correctly. I don't think I've ever done that myself, but I'm pretty sure I've seen videos on it on YouTube. But yeah, he kind of sucks, but, you know, it's not about how strong he is individually. What matters is how strong he is with his teammates. But I don't know where his family is. Huh. Well, let's see here. Maybe we can add him. Yeah, I'm not gonna use Big Gay Al anymore, for example, so we might as well just toss him aside, I suppose. Yeah, it would be kind of cool to find all 3 of them. But yeah, we'll have to do some research. Anyways. Here, now, this is where we want to go. All the way to the west here is where we progress the plot, so yeah. There's gonna be a lot of talking here now, so I'll just shut up again.
Hello there. It's been quite some time since I've had any visitors. And what have we here? Oh, such an exquisite beauty. I saw many a beautiful princess back at the castle. But you, my dear, oh, you outshine them all. Indeed, oh, indeed. It's easy to see why your fellow travelers guard you so closely.
What? You saying you can see the Orc's princess all proper like?
Of course he can. Even as a horse, her inner beauty shines through. That's right, my darling. Wait a moment. How can you recognize this horse as my beautiful princess?
A horse, you say? How curious. Please excuse me, princess. Indeed, here is her mane and her tail. Oh, she is a horse. curiouser and curiouser. As you can see, my sight failed me long ago. Now I view the world through my mind's eye instead. And what it sees is a princess, not a beast of burden. Curious travelers, might you tell me what has happened here? I see. So a curse has been placed upon her. Now, I may just have a way to return her to her former self. Yes. Why don't we give it a try?
Really? Where? How?
God blimey, don't sneak up on me like that!
What are you flapping about? I've been here the whole time, you twit!
I can't say for sure if it will work, but have her drink from the spring. Its enchanted waters have been known to lift curses. Why don't you try it and see?
Father? Father, look! I've returned to normal! What's wrong, Father? Why aren't you saying anything? Am I just dreaming? Or is this some new trickery?
No, my dear. I'm sorry. It's just that you take my breath away. Come here and let me look at you.
Oh, Father.
Medea, my darling Medea. I'm so sorry for making you pull the carriage. It must have been so hard for you. I promise, I'll make it up to you.
Oh no, Father. You mustn't worry. This isn't just about me. I'm just happy that I could be of service to everyone.
That's my Medea. Well, it's high time I restored my own visage to its former glory.
Father?
What's wrong? Medea! Oh, my princess! What is this new devilry? It seems our celebrations were premature.
The curse placed upon the princess must be strong indeed. If the waters don't work, there is but one path left open to you. You must find and defeat the one who placed the curse upon her, Dulmagus. It is the only way to restore the princess to her true form. You must persevere, no matter how long and hard the road ahead. And now I pray you'll excuse me. My old bones get chilled so easily.
I'm terribly sorry to behave so selfishly, but I have a favor to ask. I'm only human for the briefest of moments after drinking from the spring, but it would make me very happy if you could bring me back here every now and then. I'd like to be able to talk to you again, just like we used to, back at the castle. we can forget all about the curse, even if it's only for the few minutes we share together. I can feel the enchantment wearing off.
Consider it as a request from me as well. She asks for so little of us. It really is the least we can do. Actually, no. Think of it as an order. Understood? Very well. Now that that's decided, we can move on. Wait a moment. This won't do. You're forgetting something important. He must be the man we heard about in Argonia. The old wizard who lives in the forest to the west. If I'm not mistaken, he knows something about the magic mirror. We'd better visit his home and ask him about it.
Yeah, so you can come back here from time to time and have Medea drink, and you will get some new plot from here. Or not plot, but dialogue. But yeah, let's talk to our team first here before we move on. We should come back here from time to time and hear what the princess has to say. I feel a bit bad making her pull the wagon all the time. Yeah, well, she is the strongest after all. Maybe we can make Jags do it. I was well gobsmacked, so the horse princess really is a proper princess. Not that I was stopped in. Yeah, what you and the old codger said or nothing. It was just funny, seeing it with my own eyes and all. I wonder if the old man we met before is the same man the scholar in Argonia mentioned. Blast, if only we had thought of that earlier. We could have asked him where he left, or we could have asked him before he left. Maybe the old chap we met here. Yeah, okay, you know what? Yeah. Let's walk on back to the house. Actually, I'll just see you there. I'll cut back once I'm there. Alright, so I'm back here at the house, and yeah, let's just move on in here and talk to the old man and see if he can help us.
Ah, if it isn't the people I met at the spring. Well, well. Well. Let me see. Can I help you with something? What? But the magic mirror is a royal heirloom. And you say King Clavius gave it to you? Oh, well, well. Let me examine it then. Yes, this is it. The sun mirror. A quite unmistakable feel it has. I'll never forget the first time I touched it in Argonia. But, oh, yes, it's curious. It's lost all of its magic. Oh dear, I'm not being very clear, am I? You see, this mirror that you call the magic mirror is really called the sun mirror. But now that all its magic has been lost, you can't very well call it a magic mirror anymore.
There was a bloke in a castle who said the same thing. That's why we're here to see you. Thought you could give us some assistation.
A way to get magic back into the mirror. I remember hearing long ago about a spell of blinding light that was cast on the sun mirror. That's what gave it such tremendous brilliance. If the mirror has lost that magic now, perhaps casting the same spell could restore its magical properties. The problem is, I can't remember what the spell was. A spell that casts a blinding light. What a conundrum. Ah, of course! The Sea Dragon spell. Just north of this land, you will find a stone arch bridging the straits. A sailor once told me of a giant sea dragon in the waters there. He said it cast a spell on him that left him blinded for a few moments. I suppose it's possible a bright light such as that could restore the magic to the mirror. You never know, it might just work. Try using the mirror to reflect the sea dragon's spell. Aha! Good luck.
Oh, good luck. Dude. Oh, is it just me, or is that just funny? Too funny. But yeah, we're about to round off this episode, but yeah, before we do, we're actually gonna go over there and face off against the sea dragon. It's gonna die real fast. They only have around like 150 HP, something like that. And yeah, I did show you before where they are at. So we're gonna go ahead and zoom back to the Seaview Church. And from there we're gonna sail southeast under that bridge there, under the town which is called Arcadia. We haven't been to that town yet, but we're gonna have to go there very soon. Let's see, where's the boat? Oh, wait, it's over here, yeah. My bad. And yeah, if I get the chance, I'm gonna use one of the cheese here now out on the water and show that off. Yeah, so let's see here. Yeah, you can actually see it over there, but if you zoom out on the map, if you just sail to the southeast and then down there I'll just point with the arrow, that is where you will find a sea dragon, and you will just have to hold up the sun mirror and absorb the bright spell into the mirror, and then it will be fixed. And here it is, a sea dragon. So yeah, unfortunately I don't have the sun mirror on me right now, but at the very least, or I almost used my lucky cheese, but at the very least we can use a cheese for the first time in the entire game and see what it does. Most intriguing, I know. And yeah, this is not a very good place to show it off, but yeah, typically when you use cheeses you want to have many enemies out on screen so you will hit them all at once. But yeah, we only have one, and he's already dead, so you know what? Yo, we still haven't used the cheese. It's almost like there's some kind of force out there in the universe prohibiting me from feeding Munchie cheese in this game. Wouldn't you agree? And see now, see here we go, the universe is meddling again. Now we only have 2 cheese in the inventory. It's getting worse and worse. Okay, well, yeah, so you can either find sea dragons out here, or you will find one guaranteed down under this bridge here, yeah. So as long as you just sail under here, you're always gonna find a sea dragon, but there another one comes, so actually, we're gonna use the cheese later, and yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and use the magic mirror. And hopefully these guys don't kill the dragon. Okay, yeah, see, he's holding up the shield, or the mirror, and now you gotta use his Giga Flash, and now it should be recharged there. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. And that's how you do it. Not very hard. Of course, the first time I played the game, I didn't know where the sea dragons were, so I was quite frustrated, actually. But yeah, at the very least, they show it to you, like, you face them out on the water, so all you gotta do is just go out sailing. But they don't appear anywhere on the world. I think they only appear up here in this little inlet between, you know, both these continents here, which I'm in between right now. I might be wrong on that, though, but I'm pretty sure that's how it actually works. So, now we have the magic mirror fixed up, so, whoops, I'll see you back on the northwestern island in a second. I'm just gonna go ahead and go and rest up first at the Seaview Church there.
Is that you? Is it really you? What do you think it means, us meeting like this? It was late and I was thinking about wanting to talk to you. But I must have fallen asleep. Are we dreaming? We must be. Do you think this is another effect of the spring water? I really wanted to talk to you about Prince Charmless. I mean Charmles. Do you think people can change after they get married? I know. I could also be quite self-centered when I was younger. Perhaps Prince Chalmers will grow out of it too.
And here we are, back on the island in the northwest. And yeah, as you saw, we had that little cutscene with Medea there. That happens every time you sleep after you have visited the well there. So yeah, that's what that was all about. So just make sure to cut that in. And yeah, here we have him. He's standing here all by himself, completely unfazed by the fact that Dolmagus can just come out here and, well, just have his way with him. What? You think you can penetrate the dark aura? I've already told you, that's quite impossible without the magic mirror. Oh, but I have it. And let's see, before we put it in, the pedestal there. Come on to it, this isn't the time for chit-chat. Let's use the mirror to break through the dark aura. I'm well excited. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen to the aura when we use the sun's mirror on it. I reckon there's gonna be one heck of a bang. It will be right fireworks display, if you ask me. So, that edifice, okay. What did I call it? I call it something else. That edifice is to be the battlefield of our final showdown with Dolmagus. Your defenses are about to be breached now, Dolmagus. Prepare for the fight of your life, my friend. Thinking back to how we felt when we first came here brings a tear to my eye. My boy, when we discovered the aura was preventing us from getting inside the dark rings, I thought it would be the end of our journey. I was quite given over to despair. Dude, my throat impression sucks balls. Oh well. Oh well. The stone monument has a recess. Okay, so... Whoops. Oh, okay. I thought I would have to go into the inventory and use it, but no, you can just do it like that. And now...
The dark aura! It's disappeared! So you managed to get the Royal Argonian Mirror. I don't know how you got hold of it, but now we can finally get inside and fight Dolmagus. Well done! Right. Well then, I'll just go and fetch my men.
Yeah, you do that. Or you could just come in with us. That would have actually been kinda cool.
At last! At last we can finish off that despicable Dolmagus.
Go, blimey!
Yes, we've been traveling for a long while now. Looking back on all the hard times, I feel strangely nostalgic. But this is no time for reminiscing, you dawdler. This is our chance. Apparently, Dolmagus is a bit under the weather at the moment. We must give him a good thrashing and lift this diabolical curse. We'll be waiting here. I'm sure you won't have any trouble.
Yeah, I'm sure I won't. I am superbly geared for this. Yeah, I have quite strong gear. I have not min-maxed everything, but I am definitely above an average playthrough. However, what I am not looking so good at is my level ups, or my levels. There is no way I'm gonna have the multi-heal before we hit Dolmagus. So that's gonna be a challenge. We're only gonna be able to have single target healing spells in there, with the exception of one single Yggdrasil. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. However, I'm not gonna go in here this episode, but we're gonna do this next time. Yeah, we're gonna do the Dark Ruins in the next episode tomorrow. Well, for me it's gonna be tomorrow. For you it's gonna be next week. So yeah. See you guys then.